good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to episode 19 of Bro Taste This, where we'll be talking about the decrease in college enrollment by a whopping 3% compared to last year, and down after that. We'll be talking about some tsunami that possibly will be hitting the West Coast, and after that, we'll be taking turns planning Juan's wedding. So thank you for joining us, and enjoy.
Welcome to Bro Taste This.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Vida y Vino on the Bro Taste This. Hello, hello. What was that beautiful song that you brought us into?
That was a thank you to Christian Nova, who created that lovely segue.
Chris Nova,
not
that's right.
Christian.
And that's Nova with a zero on
Nova
YouTube.
with a zero. Yeah, go check out his stuff. He made that song for us, and we decided to play it in the intro.
Thank you, Christian.
Yeah, thank you, Christian. It was a lovely little.
Oh yeah, it's got a beautiful hook to it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very jazzy, very fun.
Dun, dun, dun. It was fun. Yeah, fun little song.
Yeah, a jingle.
Been brushing my teeth to it.
I guess we should introduce ourselves. I am joined by Phillipp Golden Corrall.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm joined by Juan Legend.
The one and only.
And I am Luis Pablo.
Cheers, gentlemen. What are we drinking today?
I could have fucked up my whole shit.
Could have fucked up both glasses at once.
Cheers.
But hey, it's tax deductible.
Exactly. Ooh, that's so loud. We need a pad for this shit. Today we are enjoying Corrall Pinot Noir from New Zealand. This is a 2018 Pinot Noir.
Right off the bat, gentlemen, I can tell you that this thing is like the lightest red wine that I think we've brought into the room.
I agree.
It's super see-through, super translucent. The red is a very light red, like cherry, very light cherry red.
Like a red velvet caked red.
Oh wow!
I think that might be even a little dark for this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you're right. It looks very light. Ooh, a lot of
very
legs
interesting.
in it, though. A lot of legs.
I'm looking forward to it because I've never had a Pinot Noir from New Zealand, so I think that's going to be fun.
In theory, this is what the Hobbits drank.
That's true.
Lord of the Rings was filmed out in New Zealand.
That's true. And they were over there drinking old vineyard wine or whatever.
Wow.
This smells
This
delicious.
is really good. For it being a Pinot Noir and being so light, it's actually really heavy.
What year is this? What, 2018?
2018, dude.
Ooh, that's
and
good.
And it's been stored at room temperature for the last week. So, gotta admit, this is really good.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Ooh.
It's very high acid, but
Very
you
high
can
acid.
taste like the whatever oak that they aged this in. You can like taste that at the end.
Yeah. It's 13.5%, which is like
Ooh.
heavy, man. That's
That's-
actually a pretty heavy wine.
Yeah, that's a heavy wine.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'll go to bat with a lot of big boys.
Yeah, the flavor profile is really nice, very fruity.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's probably the heaviest Pinot Noir.
I taste
I've
like a
ever had.
tart cherry, like a
Yeah.
sour cherry. I don't get a lot of sugars with this one. It's very dry, high acid for me.
You know, compared to a couple of weeks ago, we had the that Oregon Pinot Noir, right? Compared to this one from New Zealand,
No, this one's really good.
New
oh,
Zealand?
wow, it's very fruity, very nice. I like the fruitiness.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has I can't tell if it's because of the temperature or just in general, but it has kind of a spice at the end.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. It's got some strong tannins too.
Yeah, some really
You
strong
find
tannins.
yourself like with a dry mouth effect.
I get like apple peels,
That's a good one.
like
Yeah.
very, very tart too.
I
Wow.
like that word tart. How would I describe a boot? Leather.
Yeah, if you were to blend a couple grapes and throw in a leather
It's also
boot in there-
earthy and that's spicy.
Yeah, it does have a spice finish. Dude, this is fantastic. Wow. I'm going to need to brush my teeth after
Yeah,
this.
this thing is very layered. This is good. This is delicious.
Well,
It comes from Marlborough, I believe one of the most popular places to grow Sauv Blanc as well, right?
I would agree.
That's for good reason. With this taste, this bold, tantalizing taste.
Fucking beautiful wine, boys.
Yeah, this is a great choice.
Shout out to Anayeli, peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, she
'Cause
picked
she
this one?
gifted me this for Christmas.
Yeah, also the person responsible who's designed our logo. Who I don't think we've properly gave, like we did on the gram, but I don't think we've properly been like, yo, thank you for drawing our ugly faces. Let's get into some weekly news. So, colleges have been dropping in enrollment. Did you guys see that really racist kid at the UWM game?
Which one?
No, what was that?
There was a basketball game this last week, and I can't remember the opposing school, but it was a UW-Madison kid. Not even a kid, dude. It was a full grown-up.
Yeah, full grown adult.
Full grown-up, and there was behind one of the, what do you call them, like baskets?
Yeah, I
right?
guess,
In
yeah.
basketball?
A hoop.
Yeah.
Behind one of the hoop sections, there was a couple of Asian students.
Oh.
And this dude starts, he puts his index fingers towards his eyes and he like makes them
Yeah.
thin. And thankfully they kicked him out. But still, man, I
He was
mean,
being
like,
over there trying to be a douche.
yeah, and it's
in a
like, dude,
super public area.
right. And it's blatantly
Yeah.
racist. I mean,
Yeah.
and again, thankfully they kicked him out. But still, man, you're at a fucking sporting event at a college. You're a grown man.
What the
and,
fuck?
dude, you're going to be racist towards these kids that are just like winning the game or competing or cheering their team on.
Was this for the boys' basketball game, or do you remember?
Dude, I
what it was?
can't. Literally, I just saw all this shit on TikTok.
Yeah,
Like
That's
like
crazy.
in the last 24 hours, I
It's-
saw all this stuff.
it started to go kind of viral.
It's not the 90s anymore. You can't just be doing that stuff out in the open. I mean,
Yeah,
what the
honestly,
hell?
that dude could probably lose his job. or
That's
do
crazy
something
because like halfway across
very
the world,
easily.
Did
Yeah.
you see
very,
this
very easily.
involving basketball and racism. There's a video on TikTok too on Reddit. It's going around. A bunch of Chinese people yelling slurs at the basketball players are mostly black. So like,
For real?
Really?
yeah,
Damn.
there's like a heavy racist. Well, racism is everywhere in the world, but
Yeah, I remember seeing like an old clip of Hulk, the Brazilian soccer player.
Yeah.
While he was playing in a Russian league or some shit.
Yeah, he played in Russia for a while.
Yeah, and he was like getting those comments, like they were calling him just like like an ape or some shit like that, like
yeah,
tropes.
racial
Yeah,
derogatory
they were
terms.
throwing like bananas at him, bro. It was like the most.
Bro, Europe is super fucking racist towards black players.
Oh,
Like, super, bro.
they go crazy in soccer.
Yeah, man.
Football?
Yeah, oh, yeah, man. In Italy, there was, like, a famous incident, infamous at this point, but there was,
Dude, they substitute like their KKK for the local soccer club there.
Well, that's when they go out and show out and
Like
pride.
Lazio and all that shit. Like
Lazio's
they've literally
super,
politicized like soccer like clubs.
oh,
Like,
yeah. No, Lazio specifically from Rome is, like, the smaller club because they have AS Roma, but Lazio, for some reason, is, like, a super just racist and awful
Soccer
fan
club,
base.
right?
Yeah, man. And, like, they'll be doing like I don't know what you call it, but like the hail sign where you just like
Oh,
stick
yeah.
your palm straight out,
Dead
like
ass.
at games, and like players in their past from the club have celebrated that way. And dude, Italy for some reason just gets a really, really infamous rap because there
so
was
does Israel, by the way.
specifically in
There's a
soccer.
team- there's a team in Israel in soccer as well that does the same thing you're talking
Really?
about.
I think
They have like a
I think there's an
bumblebee-
Iranian team too.
They have a bumblebee
like
uniform. And
Masses.
they're famous for not allowing any Arab players in the history of the
Jesus
club into their
Christ.
club.
Well, in Italy they threw fucking bananas on the field.
What
like
the
that's
hell?
really common for them to
Yeah.
do over there. That's so awful. That has nothing to do with college enrollments, though, unfortunately. And it's not a laughing matter. We're not
racism
laughing.
is never.
I was laughing
Appropriate.
that our ass can't keep on trying.
No, that's just something that we wanted to talk about. I had the article pulled up. Let me just pull it up a quick second. You guys might be happy to know that I actually watched Encanto.
Oh wow!
And honestly, I'm kind of annoyed at you guys for talking about it so much.
Really?
Yeah, because
You think it's overrated?
no, you guys undersold it, man.
I
That fucking movie's
told you from the
fantastic.
beginning. I told you from the beginning that, it
That
was a great
movie is so good, and I get kind of annoyed at musicals.
Yeah.
Like if there's a musical episode in a show I watch, I just skip it.
I agree. I'm
Like,
that guy as well.
I love Bob's and Burgers, But there was so many musical episodes in that fucking show
It
that
started
I'm just
getting
like,
annoying.
Oh, yeah.
skip, and then
Like 4 a season.
yeah, bro. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not trying to do that. And I love John Benjamin. I think he does a great voice for Bob as well as Archer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got super annoyed of it.
So tell me about how like Encanto won you over.
Well, I wanted to watch it, but it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't really care enough about it. But for, the podcast, I'm like, I should watch it just so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. So I put it on in the background, and ultimately, I was like, yeah, let me catch this shit. And, bro, I was like, that shit almost made me cry.
Dude.
When the family's building the
man,
house.
when they're running away from like the people trying to kill him. Oh man.
Oh, that scene? I didn't really care about that.
You didn't
scene.
care
You
about
didn't care about the 2 caterpillars scene?
Yeah, the two
caterpillar scene was cool.
Las
Yeah.
oruguitas.
Yeah, and they're like singing. That scene was kind of cool, but I thought it was more cool when they were like doing the whole town was helping them build the house. Like, oh, because you guys helped us so much, so we want to help you. And I was like, bro,
That's the
if I wasn't watching this at work, I'd be weeping. You know what I mean? Like, weeping.
What would be like your rating on it? Like
Out of 10?
how many bros?
5 bros out of 5 bros. Out of 5 bros, I'd give it like a 4.
4 out of 5
Yeah,
bros?
I think the
Okay.
I do wish I would have seen it on a bigger TV as opposed
Yeah.
to my little ass phone. Because overall, man,
It's a fun, beautiful watch on a big TV.
dude, it is a really, really nice, like... it
Isn't
just
the art
looks-
nice? It
and
looked
I
like
think,
very visually pleasing.
I think the scene that really captured me was like when the youngest kid gets his Encanto, and he opens up the door.
And he becomes like the animal.
He becomes the animal kid.
whisperer.
Exactly. He becomes Dr.
Doctor
Dolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see the whole fucking room like become this forest, and
Oh, it's
like
beautiful.
opened and like
And
green.
the little kids come in there yelling like, "It's bigger inside."
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. That part was really cool.
Imagination at its finest.
Yo, you're gonna love
Oh,
to
yeah.
hear this. Then our boy over here listened to all of Dawn FM in one go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Check out the Weekend Dawn FM and Doggy. Wow, that was. Ooh, I had to put down my glasses to explain to this because I did as you guys did. One follow through. Juan and I were on a car ride checking it out, and just getting lost into it because like for a second you forget that it's like it's not just one continuous mixtape, right?
No.
It feels like he's just taking you with a path, with the ride,
Yeah.
the highs and the lows. That what's that one song called? His voice is very low, then goes. "Ee."
Oh, that might be.
I think it's Gasoline.
Yeah, gasoline.
Gasoline.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? This guy makes me makes me feel good to listen to good pop music. Because before that, it was Michael Jackson, and Lord
Yeah.
knows that's tainted. And if you want modern day good pop music, then goodbye Ignition, no more Hot and Fresh Out the Kitchen because
That
that's
is true.
bad. But here comes the Weekend with this nice groovy,
God damn, why you gotta throw his name out there with that crowd? You're gonna like.
Well, I'm saying some good
Throw
people.
salt on his name.
I'm trying to throw salt on. I'm not trying to throw salt on the Weekend.
Do
You
you
just cursed
have
his
your
ass, bro.
passport? Did you take your shot?
It's really good. And like whether it's for a party or if you're just by yourself and like, you don't need psychedelics, but
Yeah.
you can do your own psychedelic trip. Whether it's like meditation and or mushrooms, I guess.
Dude, he sang about a mushroom tea in
He did.
he's like, I make
the
you
second
that.
or third
I think
song.
that's in the very second song. I
Yeah.
think that's in Gasoline, the song you're talking about, actually. Wow. Where he's like, I make you the mushroom tea. Nah, dude, it's a... overall, like, is there any song that stood out, or do you not remember the song entirely? The fact that you listen to it at all is impressive,
I know,
because
it was
it is
really
tough
good.
to listen to music now.
Best Friends.
Best Friends
Oh,
is a
yeah,
good
that
song.
one was
Best Friends
good.
is a
With Tyler,
good
the
song.
Creator.
That one was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Speaking of Tyler, the Creator, I just heard his 2021 album, Call Me If You Get Lost. Fantastic. I regret not
Oh,
having
yeah.
heard it sooner.
That one was pretty good. Yeah.
He has the song with like 42 Dougie called I was just listening to it earlier today. I want to give him credit, bro. That shit was good. Let's see. It's called What's Your Name with Young Boy Never Broke Again and Ty Dolla $ign. That's fantastic. And Lemonhead
Boy.
by 42 Doug. Fantastic. Lemonhead.
Oh, yeah.
All right, to shout out some of the songs that we were listening to. Take My Breath.
That's a good
That
one.
one was gas.
That's a great song.
dude. Because it's like a 6-minute song,
Wow.
and
That's
it just has an incredible transition from the first half of the song to the second half of the song.
Yeah.
where it makes you feel like you're listening to a new song entirely, and just great. There's a lot of incredible transitions in this album specifically.
Heavy Daft Punk feels for that song. Yeah.
If you like Daft Punk, his Starboy album was collaborated with them, so I'd really recommend listening to that. That is a great album as well. Do you want to say your thoughts on Don FM?
Yeah, come over here.
What do you think about Don FM? Out of 5 bros.
Oh, also Adriana.
One of the
Thank you
producers,
for
Adriana.
We
turning
have
me on to the weekend.
A-Rod 015 in the room.
A-Rod is 015.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
My name's Adriana, and I am known for being a weekend fan.
Did you guys know he was homeless? Oh,
He was homeless
He was homeless.
in Japan.
I love talking about him being homeless specifically when I'm drunk.
Come over here, stand by Phil. And
So
tell us a little bit about how he was homeless. How did he get discovered? I wasn't aware of
he
that.
was discovered by Drake, actually.
What?
Oh, no wonder they're both Canadian.
they're both Canadian,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he-
Toronto?
And the song Crew
Yeah,
Love is
True
like his
Love
first
was,
song.
Their first song together.
Yeah.
And then he kind of branched out.
Yeah, I
on his
remember
own.
he used to be heavily featured on Drake feats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's where he kind of got
His
That's
start,
where he got
right?
his first start, and then obviously Crew Love was a song that popped him off. But then after that, people listened to Wicked Games and his trilogy album in general. But she is a big Weeknd fan here.
What was your favorite part about this album versus like other albums?
I just like that he's like growing as an artist, and he's kind of not caring
What
about
other people
think you
he
know?
should do?
Yeah, I was telling Luis, like, a lot of people are pushing, like, I want another trilogy, I want another super sad album, but it's like, he's just not in a bad place
I feel like
anymore.
there's enough like sad songs worked in there too.
Well, yeah, but if you listen
Yeah.
to, like, the
His
trilogy,
old stuff,
his
dude,
old
it's-
stuff, that's
It's all like grungy shit, right? Or like
Dude, it's like
It's
about killing
really-
yourself,
yeah,
giving these
it's
models
really
drugs.
dark, and
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he's getting the credit that he deserves as an artist.
Yeah.
So, that's,
When did he go to Japan? Didn't he have a big thing in Japan at one point?
I'm not too sure.
He
But I
had
know he
the-
loves, like, Japan and, like, Asian
his
culture.
third album.
Oh,
Wonderlust.
Kissland.
Is it Kissland?
Yeah, Kissland. Yeah.
That's a very Japanese theme. Like the
Yeah.
cover, it's got Japanese art on it and shit.
Not a lot of people like that album.
'Cause it
I
sucks.
I do.
There's like
I
two
like
good
all
songs
of
on
them.
it.
That's cool.
He has I can't remember what the fucking song, Model or like I can't. What
Model?
the fuck is the name of that?
I think
song?
as a whole album, I enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and like change my opinion. I think I rank this one above After Hours. Like I think
Oh,
it's
for
Well,
sure.
he's saying
Like-
that there's a new trilogy coming.
yeah, that's
And
cool.
it's like-
I would love that.
They're
Yeah,
saying like after
and I loved After Hours by the way.
After Hours is like
like I did. Like I gassed that shit up like
it's really
on
good.
one of the episodes.
What do you think about the wine today? Since you're in the room, let's try the wine.
Oh yeah.
Tell us what you think.
I can keep going for hours about the weekend.
Let's try the wine for now.
Anyways, we might have to edit that shit and
What, the weekend part?
no, the fact that we said we were going to talk about college anything because
Yeah,
we
we'll-
haven't mentioned it
We'll
at
talk
all.
about that again. No.
I'm not good at describing wine. That's the thing. I'll just taste it, and I'm not a like Alondra. I give her credit because you taught her like how to describe it. That's not me.
No?
Like, no.
Do you think it tastes like sweet, dry to you? Like, is it
What
more
does this
fruity
taste
or
like to
dry?
you?
Sweeter.
It's sweeter?
Is that right?
It's sweeter to you? Whatever.
I mean, yeah. What do you think?
Are my taste buds? I love it.
Your opinion is your
It's
opinion.
whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. It is pretty good.
You are enjoying the wine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's
it is a
your-
good one.
What would your rating be out of Bros?
How many
For this
bros?
wine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 out of 5.
Like a 3.5.
All right,
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
That's good.
Right.
It's a fair wine.
That's solid.
I will take off now.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Round of applause for our guest.
Bye bye. Thank you, Adriana.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we will cut that out.
Now we
No, we're gonna definitely keep that shit.
That's valuable
That's probably like
weekend information.
Okay. College enrollment has been dropping year after year. It has once again fallen in the fall, according to a new report. The National Student Clearinghouse Research Center released a new report which said undergraduate enrollment in fall 2021 dropped 3.1%, and total enrollment was down about 500,000 students, which declines every sector. The drop is similar to that of previous fall and contributes to a 6.6% decline since 2019, according to the Washington Post. Gentlemen, please tell me why kids should go to college and not learn how to code online for 6 months or learn how to buy crypto.
Or become a
right.
freelance journalist.
Phillipp, sell me on going to school. Juan, your job is to sell me on not going to school. 60 seconds on the clock. Gentlemen, Phil, your time starts now.
Wait, no, I'm gonna go ahead and overtake that because I got that kind of energy today.
Oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go to college and be a little accountant in some place and max make like 100,000, by all means, go ahead and do that shit. But if you want to take a chance and you want to be the next CEO, the next Mark Zuckerberg, the next Bill Gates, you got to get on the NFT crypto wave. Do you want to invest in the next unicorn? Do you want to turn $100 into a few million? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about today. Not this accountant shit where you're
halfway through your time.
And I omit the rest of my time.
Holy shit, he omits the rest of his time. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, standing ovation from the young Juan Legend himself. Wow. I know where I'm leading towards.
Oh, yeah.
Phil, your time starts now.
Thank you. I'd like to first thank everybody for being here. First things first, I'd like to give a moment of silence for the...
Was that filler?
I'd like to give a moment of silence for the people that lost their lives in Texas.
10 seconds.
At a synagogue. They were shot down at a synagogue. The shooter, surprisingly enough, did not go to college. I'm saying that we need college to navigate the incels out. Because if it wasn't for college, if we didn't have enough college or make college more freedomable, accessible,
30
I don't want
seconds
you
in.
people to get Columbine.
No interruption.
we
You
would
get another 5 seconds.
We would thank you. We would decrease the number of incels because incels are going up in America because of free use of internet. And without college, there'll be no social circles, no bullies to put them in line. We need more bullies, folks. If we bully the shooters, there's not going to be any shootings. We need colleges. We need free college. Thank you.
You had 15 seconds left, but okay. All right. Round of applause.
I think I agree.
Round of applause for Phil.
Everybody
That was
knows
amazing.
All mass shooters just needed to get more bullies.
Oh, I couldn't
Exactly.
agree more. I could not agree more. Honestly,
more
Knock
wedgies.
it off, dwarp.
They needed more swirlies.
yeah.
They
As
needed
a
girls to turn them away in a more shameful fashion.
as a fellow college dropout, I think I'm going to lean towards Phil here because I was bullied, and that stopped me from shooting up schools.
And you got the right social skills in
Oh
college.
my God, dude!
Because if you act like a weirdo, they're going to isolate you.
I thrive in social environments. If I go to a party where I know no one there, dude, I'm licking my lips.
Ugh.
I'm like, the amount of lies I can tell all these people,
Oh
and they're
my
gonna
God.
believe me, only because of college. Every time someone asks me, "What's your major?" I would give them a different answer. They'd be
See?
like, oh, you're in fucking business, and you're yes.
Yeah, I took the elective.
Oh, you're in animal therapy? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to meet my llama?
But honestly, though, with the college... Ooh, what's that noise?
Ooh. Breaking news: a tsunami is about to hit the West Coast. Should we be worried?
The West Coast? Like Cali? Oregon?
I believe that's where it's hitting, right?
Where the surfers are? This should be perfect for them. Hang tight, brother. Hang tight.
I believe that's where.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, jaw-dropping eruption triggered tsunami waves. Yeah.
Yeah, because it hit Tonga, right? Like the island nation in Polynesia.
in the South Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got messed up.
Yeah, that was not a good time. Did you guys see the fucking like satellite view of that thing?
Yeah. The different like angles of it.
Shit,
No,
dude.
why? Was it like
Dude, it
super impressive or
it
some shit?
literally
Oh, yeah.
looks like something out of a movie. Like it's fucked.
I think like, what is that? NASA or some kind of Elon Musk satellite probably at this point.
Yeah, just some satellite, but like you just see like the nothing. What was that?
Tsunami. That was a.
It's coming to get
in
us.
Wisconsin, man?
I hope
that noise
Adriana's
was.
okay.
I always thought Lake Michigan was too big. We should drain
Dude.
it a little bit.
I got scared. Well, that explosion was nuts though, and then after that, a bunch of like the ports nearby that rely on the fishing community and the Tonga and all that stuff, the Philippines, a bunch of boats. I didn't know this, but if there's after a tsunami, if you go to where the tsunami happened or the middle of the ocean, it's much safer for boats
Dude, it was
as opposed to the coast.
fucked up, man. Like you see nothing, and then once you see the volcano erupt, you see a ton of shit just like expand in diameter. Like it literally looks like a movie dropping a bomb, and then it like triggers out. But you see the volcano erupt, and then everything
Almost like a
spreads.
mushroom cloud sort of thing.
It was literally a mushroom
Yeah.
cloud, dude, from the ocean.
From space, you can view it.
And it was from space. It looks massive.
Yeah.
So if you just think about considerably, relative proportion to like the actual Earth.
Is it supposed to do damage though to the West Coast?
I mean,
It's
has
under
been.
tsunami advisory as we speak.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit!
yeah,
It's
man.
it's already done damage to the Philippines, some Indonesia, I believe.
A few different countries down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the smaller islands and stuff, dude. It's fucked. There's a bunch of videos of like people from like their window showing the ocean, and it's these like almost not mile, but like quarter mile high clouds of just fucking mist and
Birds
shit.
going crazy. Says,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, they're gonna get messed up very
The
soon.
end is nigh, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Tell your wife and kids you love them because it could be the last day you see them.
Yeah, people are saying don't look up, don't look to the sea at this point.
Don't
Fuck,
look
dude.
out.
Yeah, don't look out, dude.
More like stay in your room.
And they're gonna come towards the Midwest. That's where we are.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but when I heard that, I was like, holy shit! How soon until the Yellowstone? Some kind of bullshit underneath the rocks and all this stuff.
Dude.
I mean, we're thousands
Why
of
you
miles
gotta
away,
say
but
that, man, now I'm fucking creeped out.
it's very scary for real, though.
Nah, bro.
I never thought I'd be
some
alive to see.
geologist version of like
2012?
Fauci is like over there experimenting with it, and you don't know what the fuck they're gonna release.
Show me those emails, damn it!
Just throwing laptop after laptop of fucking emails and other files they're hiding of aliens and the secrets to all of it all.
They're gonna need to bring back Donald Trump.
You said what now?
They're gonna need to bring him back.
Why?
Bring Daddy Trump back into the office.
Didn't he handle Hurricane Irma?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the greatest president that's ever lived. We're gonna stop the tsunami. It's fake news. It's just CNN trying to get me out of office. We're gonna get it done. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna get that clown out of office because he was wrongfully stolen and we did it all. Woo! Make America great again!
Let's go, Brandon.
Christ has risen.
You know there's gonna be some bullshit like religion thing attached to this and be like, God is taking his earth back.
You see? You see what happened when Biden came in?
That's what happens. It's a sign, dude. It's a sign.
Did you guys see that there was multiple senators that introduced legislation into banning stock trading within Congress?
About time. And Pelosi is still fairly heavily
And-
against it.
No,
and
no.
this week
No, no.
specifically, the
It's a free
people
market.
who keep track of that, Unusual Whales, just released their yearly report, and Pelosi was like in the top 10, but the Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw, or as
Cringe.
Ooh,
The-
that
the
was
du-
a stretch.
the dude from that's actually a common nickname for the motherfucker. I just found that out today. But the dude
Crenshaw?
who's wearing an eye patch all the time and is like,
Well, because he has to.
I'm just saying, like that's his like
That's-
the thing that people.
The guy Pete Davidson made fun of that ultimately.
Yeah,
Made
exactly.
him famous. He was on Joe Rogan.
He was like the top 3 or 4th guy on that
Holy
list. He was
shit,
even worse
really?
than Pelosi. Yeah.
Wow.
As far as like
I
stock
didn't realize he
trading.
was that high.
Texas. Go wild.
He is a Texas guy, though. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that, that journalist organization, Unusual Whales or whatever, released that report of
Dude,
like the
that's
top
really high.
50 or like 100 people in the Senate who make the most money off of trades, equity trades, options, shit like that.
God damn. That is really high.
It's nuts. Since you mentioned Dan Crenshaw, I saw a video this weekend. No lie, about this little girl that was.
Oh, I saw that shit. Yeah.
Don't question my faith.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a little girl that asked him a question in a restaurant while he was like in a town hall, where she was asking
It was a quote.
why he was on Rogan saying like, archetypes like Jesus and this and that, and then he went on to say, and then there are other more real archetypes that are like this or that. And then the little girl called him out because he was in the middle of his district in very rural Christian Texas. And she just called him out. Hey, why did you say like that low-key Jesus wasn't real? And then he just flipped his fucking lid, and he was like, "How dare you question my faith and this and that."
People started booing him.
Yeah,
like,
people started booing him. It was hilarious, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, it's this
he
little
lost
girl.
the crowd like instantly. You've never seen somebody lose a crowd faster.
He was flipping out and he was like,
Yeah.
"How dare you misconstrue my words against
you
me
guys
and
seen-
all this stuff?"
have you
Like,
guys seen-
this is a quote.
Kramer on. We're gonna cut this.
Is it Kramer versus the people? Or?
No, you guys aren't.
Eric Kramer? Or,
No, Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah,
Oh, Michael Richardson.
where
When he had that rant.
Yeah, we had that
I'm totally aware.
Are we cutting? Are we cutting this up? Okay.
Please cut this out.
All right, I can do that.
Hey, this is my choice this week.
We start saying the N word. He starts ranting and he starts saying the N word on stage.
If this was 40, first off, he was wrong with the time period. It would have to been
Yeah,
way more
he
than 40
was-
years.
Yeah, he was not in the right.
If it was more than 40 years ago, you guys would be upside down with a fork up your ass.
Yeah, dude.
that
he
was a quote at the comedy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what
And
he
he's
said.
doing stand up and people start. Yeah, man. I mean, you talk about losing a crowd. This motherfucker lost a generation, dude.
The funniest thing about the whole none of the thing was cool at all. But the whole fiasco, the funniest part you can't laugh about is what's his face Seinfeld went on David Letterman to try to like
Rescue
win
the situation.
Yeah, to try to win back the people. And they're doing a live satellite interview with Kramer, essentially,
Yeah.
right? And they're talking about the joke and whatnot, and people are like laughing at it, like this is like, oh, it's Kramer being Kramer saying the N word, and it's like, no, this is not funny, guys. Like I got to show the video, the interview,
Yeah.
but it's really funny.
Jesus.
It's not time to be funny. It's not funny, guys. And people are like, it's Seinfeld. It's a joke, right? Like, ha, ha.
No, it's definitely not okay. Should we move on to our final thoughts about the wine?
2008. What a great time to be alive, huh?
No, let's talk about like what was the final thoughts on like the subject we were talking about.
Oh,
The tsunami?
one
Yeah.
last thing before we go back to the tsunami.
College, all of the
South
news
Park.
topics.
Stan Marsh, the whole episode was pretty much the Kramer thing, the N-word guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the N-word. It's the N-word guy. It's like Stan
Oh,
Marsh is
hell
walking
no.
around. It's like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, you never seen that episode?
I've not seen that episode.
Okay, so they're
They
doing
make so many references that it's easy to miss them.
they were doing Jeopardy, right? You know, you give the
Oh,
vowels.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The word.
A nagger.
Yeah.
Like says something else.
And he's like, "Can I say it on live television?" And they're like, "If you think it's the word," and it's not Jeopardy. It's
Wheel of Fortune or
Wheel
some
of
shit?
Fortune, where they have to guess what the word is in order to win the money. And the letters he has so far are N, and then blank, and then GGERS, which the word is naggers, but in the episode he does not say that.
No.
And yeah, ultimately people are like start cussing him out, and
Hey, it's the N-word guy. Ain't you the N-word feller?
and it's just all fucked up.
And like he finds like safety from like Kramer and like the other people that.
Oh hell no!
Oh, what's her face?
He
Got
goes to like
Betty
the rest
Crock.
of the canceled people.
Remember that fat lady, Betty
Yeah.
Crocker, that Paula Dean.
Paula Dean, the chick
That's
who
what
got
it is.
arrested for insider trading.
Yeah, man, it's fucked.
Unlike Martha
Don't-
Stewart.
Hey, don't say the N word at all.
Yeah,
You're not allowed to say it. No one's allowed to say it.
this is a good part to
Unless you're
cut
rapping.
back in.
And also, unless you're from the inner city yourself, you get a
Nah, I
pass.
don't think.
Yeah, the
I don't
tsunami
think
though.
And most Mexicans in general, y'all get a pass.
I do
Just kidding.
not.
I am
do
nobody to be
We
saying
do
that.
not agree with the statements that were just said on Bro Taste This. Our final
we're-
thoughts on the
we're
wine.
gonna edit that out.
Our final thoughts on the wine. Bing, bing, bing. Coja Pinot Noir 2018. This is a fantastic wine that everybody should have in their wine closet at this point. We have 2 more bottles in our humidifier, and we will be enjoying these pretty much for anything, man. This is a great wine to put
Very
out
good
during
everyday
dinner.
wine.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah. I do enjoy this quite a bit.
It's a fantastic wine that's really easy to
I would
enjoy.
pair this with something kind of like buttery, kind of oily, heavy. Just
Yeah, I
because
would
it's so
enjoy
high
this.
acid.
I would enjoy this with a Greek salad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a caprese.
Yeah, dude, and like
Shit ton of olive oil in your mouth.
the price isn't even crazy. I mean, it's only like $25 a bottle.
Yeah.
That's not bad at
That's
all.
awesome.
No, man, it's good, and I wish it was a little bit more chilled, just because it is very medium body, and it feels like some of those tannins come from like just being left out for so long. But it's fucking great, man. I really enjoy this wine.
I would either pair this with like a 10-piece chicken McNugget or like a plate of hot wings,
Those
boneless wings.
Those are your two options.
Or like a buffalo chicken sandwich.
Oh. Oh. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for today's second half, or like I like to call it, the fun half, we're gonna have a little bit of a special segment. We're gonna have Luis and Phillipp go off to see essentially who would be the theoretical like better best man. We're gonna go and answer a few questions, answer a few topics about my future wedding to see on how they would essentially create the perfect dream wedding for me. We're gonna see who knows me better, or we're just gonna see who the better event planner is in general. So that's before we go in, boys.
Well, first off, word on the street is you're a bit of a bridezilla. You're a bit of an overseer. And I'm me, Phillipp, the best guy for the job.
Yeah.
I can work with bridezillas.
I
know how
I'm gonna
to
go ahead and
ride
say
the
I
wave.
disagree with the notion that I'm a bride, so I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to that shit.
Sure, see?
I would say I have zero patience for any bullshit or anything. So I think I would get the job done adequately and quickly.
We got a real general over here.
Yeah, I would be like, no, he wanted white flowers, so get him white
Send
flowers.
it back.
Yeah, it'd be like, he has a dairy allergy. We do not want this cake.
This
And
is
they'd be
his
like-
big special day.
I know, and Juan would be like, you're the only one with the dairy allergy here.
Shut the fuck up! We're getting the job done!
I wanted a piece on that day.
So, you know what I found out about wedding cakes?
Very expensive.
Well, yes. However, when like a caterer does a cake, they don't actually like cut the cake there in person like Mexican parties do. Like they'll just have a really nice decorated styrofoam presentation of cake, and then the one piece that the couple's gonna cut away from, that is a small sliver of cake for them to cut for the picture, and then the rest of it is all styrofoam that's covered in frosting and icing, and then they'll plate separately like
The
cake.
real cake.
Yeah. So they'll have, because it's too difficult, of course, when you think about it, to cut 200 slices
Of that like tiered cake.
Yeah, that tiered cake, like Mexican parties do. But they'll fucking do like, multiple cakes and slice them so that everybody gets the right size, so that it looks nice for everybody.
They got threadless cakes and shit like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. They'll just like cut that shit in the
Bang.
back.
There we go. Give me a cake flavor.
All right.
Oh,
First-
that's the first
First topic.
Cake flavor?
Go. Cake
Woo.
flavors.
All right.
Oh, God.
Do we have a time limit? I think we should.
No, we'll just
we
go
should.
question by question.
All right.
Well,
Absolutely.
you can stall. I'm a bit of a filibuster if you don't mind.
You're a
So
bit of a
we'll-
Phillipp
You
buster.
can take as long as you feel necessary. You can sell your point.
All right,
Be
for
thorough.
cake, I strongly believe that because of your ethnic background and you are from Mexico yourself, you are very dark skinned and you have facial hair. I think we have to keep it as ethnic as possible. So with that being said, I have a very strong idea in mind. Your fiance, who will be your wife on August 8th of 2022,
Fifth.
August 5th, you see it? Bro,
Look at that.
I got that shit locked down.
Friday.
So you can tell you
Haven't
got his
even
wedding
requ-
invitation.
Haven't
earlier.
even requested off yet, but I will. We will be creating a red bean paste and tres leches combination.
Red bean.
Everybody knows that Juan is the biggest anime fan in the room. And
Very true.
And he is a fan of buns specifically.
I love me some buns.
So what we're going to do is
all over my face.
the cake the cake itself is going to be tres leches, but then instead of frosting in the middle, in between, it's going to be red bean paste, and it's going to have a very
Mildly sweet.
mild flavor. The frosting is going to be very light. It's going to be dairy free for absolutely no other reason than because Juan suggested it. So we're going to go with a very interesting, different flavor profile cake.
Dude,
I like
tell
that.
me what the cake toppers look like on that cake.
Wait,
It's gonna be-
one question at a time. You
Wait,
can't-
wait,
you can't-
wait,
you
wait,
can't-
wait.
It's about
It's a-
the
hey,
cake. You're gonna get
Your
you have to
Honor,
answer that
Your
as well.
Honor, Your
Objection.
Honor,
Objection.
Where the-
So what we're gonna have
All
as
right,
a,
overruled.
what we're gonna have
Comments to yourself, Thelonious.
what we're gonna have on the wedding topper is gonna be a soccer goal because everybody knows that you're a big soccer fan.
That's true.
And then it's gonna be your figure doing a bicycle kick, and the bride being your fiance, being your wide.
I'm gonna say you left an opportunity on the table. You could have said it would have been Goku and Bulma.
Nah.
Just saying, fit the anime.
You big anime.
Fit the anime. Thing,
You know he's not a fucking. Bulma's dating Vegeta, you goose.
Damn it! What's her girl's name or his girl's name?
What's her name? It's Mancha or something like that.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi, that's what
Oh.
it is. Bulma's dating
Boobs in
Vegeta,
Spanish.
and Chi-Chi
Jesus
is
Christ, I can't
dating
believe that's her name.
Goku. Well, it's it's
Breast in
Japanese,
Spanish.
bro. Come on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Kakarot means carrot, and Vegeta means vegetables, and
And-
Broly means broccoli. You know, it's like
Frieza.
Are you serious? These
Yeah.
are all real.
yeah. For some reason, the author has
Just
Oh,
like
lazy
named everyone
writing.
after.
what
is
is
Goku?
interesting. Well, Goku's actual
Kakarot.
Saiyan name
Oh,
is
Kakarot,
Kakarot. Yeah.
And then you
okay.
got Freezer. Freezer.
Yeah. Well, it's just weird.
For refrigerator.
So he's just like what everything. He wrote that shit in his kitchen, bro. Like,
He was
that's what happening
hungry.
there.
Oh, for sure. He was a starving artist. He's like, fuck, dude. What do I name this character?
Frieza, Kakarot.
Frieza, Kakarot.
They're so
Vegeta,
underpaid.
Piccolo.
Those animators, manga artists are so underpaid. So like,
Oh
I
my
totally
God,
see
I
him
know.
like the hero is a kick. It's a
All right,
carrot.
bet then.
All right,
Would you
that
say
is
those are
mine.
your final comments on your cake? Any closing
yeah,
statements you would
final
like to add?
comment. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and another final comment is only you and I are allowed to go cake tasting. not because this is the thing. Your fiance already bakes a bunch of shit all the time,
Yeah.
so she's coming at it with like a bias of like, oh, maybe I can do better or some bullshit. We're not having any of that. All right, get the fuck out of here. We want men and men only. Because the day of, she's not gonna eat a slice of cake. She's gonna be like, oh, what's her company called? Two Sisters or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you talking about
I
the
thought
Thai
it was-
place in Walworth? That's
No,
No,
no.
it's a different name.
So his fiance bakes all the time, and I don't want her to bring in her input and be like, "Well, why don't you guys add a cup of flour?" More? It's like, no, we don't want any of that shit right now. All right, we don't want any of that stress being put unnecessarily on the bakers. All right? Let them do their job, and they will provide. So with that
Exactly.
being said, that is my final statement.
Okay.
I agree with him. Even though we are enemies in this venture and this junction at the moment, I agree with you. It's your big wedding day, and Alondra must play her part to fit your big day, Juan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they want equal rights. Hey,
Yep. It's your big day, Papa.
it
Come
is,
on,
it
huh?
is your big day.
So Groomzilla, you're trying to turn me into
exactly,
Groomzilla.
exactly. All right.
All right, Phil, Thelonious.
All right. Now, if
What would you suggest as a first off, a cake flavor and a cake topper?
Now, if I could have the floor myself. Now, see, I'm trying to look out. It's your big day, and I want you to be happy, right? But at the end, it's your wallet I'm looking out for. So, what's the best way to do this, right? What's the best way to do this?
The cake is where you're trying to save money on. The cake is where you're trying to save money on.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh,
I'm listening.
one of the most important pieces of the fucking wedding, and you're like, wait, let's save a couple of dollars.
Okay.
Have you
gonna be
tasted
like-
this Costco cake?
There's gonna be like 300 people at the wedding, and you're like, everybody get a sliver. Every table gets a slice.
Well, I know it's the substitute
Take
for
a
that.
bite and pass it.
The substitute's it's amazing.
All right,
Now,
so
hear
tell me
out.
what your flavor would be.
We go
Oh
we go
my
old
goodness.
world. We go old world. Instead of cakes, meat pot pies.
How is that saving money? That feels like it's more
That
expensive.
feels like it would be much more expensive.
That feels like it's a lot more expensive.
Have you seen the price of protein nowadays?
And you want to give everybody a pie, bro? What the fuck?
Wait,
You want to give everybody
You wouldn't need an appetizer. You wouldn't need dinner. You already got that covered. So it'd be a 3-in-1. With chicken.
what would be your cake topper on that?
What?
What would be the cake topper on
He
that?
goes, what?
Ooh.
No cake topper, Phil?
There's not even a fucking cake top. I think you would have a picture of them cutting a slice. What, they just get their own fucking Popeye to share? We now pronounce you wife and husband. Please share this meat pie.
Damn.
Dude, forever in holy matrimony. But
I'm
plus,
gonna say, Phil, I'm disappointed. This is not a strong option.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done
Not a
yet.
strong
All right, let's hear it.
You can break the crust You know how good crust is? Chicken pot pie,
Oh my.
beef pot pie,
I love
turkey
a
pot
good
pie,
crust. I
veggie
love
pot pie.
a crust.
Bam.
A flaky crust.
You don't even need protein. Just put a veggie pot pie in. Put some good gravy. Cake topping?
What's gonna
You
be
don't,
for
you, don't,
dessert?
you don't need a cake topping.
Is
Yeah,
it ra-
dessert?
That is this. I think I'll win that round.
Right? What do you think?
I'm gonna go ahead and give this round to Lee. It wasn't a strong round for you.
All right, you get a head start of the next round.
Okay. I'll yield the floor on that one.
All right, Felonious.
Oh.
Is that gonna be your menu?
No, that's just the
Well,
cake.
then give your menu now. What would you serve for dinner?
Oh, at dinner, we gotta work our way up. Soup,
You-
salad. We gotta start light. We gotta
Well,
start
yeah,
light
man.
with the
What's
pizza.
Yeah,
what's
give- that's why
what's
I said menu.
itinerary?
So we gotta start with, since we're all, most of the family members are gonna be brown. We start with a wild indigenous rice, wild indigenous chicken wild rice
A soup?
to fit the motif of the night, right? And then that's just a soup, baby, right? Now we bring in the greens. We bring in some romaine. We bring in some iceberg. Save some money.
Okay.
98 cents.
Why are you
98 cents a
budgeting
head.
that
98
so
cents
much?
a head. You know how expensive weddings are? Holy shit. That's the one thing I ever learned from working at, of all the establishments that I've worked at, listening to people complain about like, I spent $30,000 on my, I spent $200 a plate of chicken Alfredo. Wow. Just listening to that, it gives me nightmares.
Yeah,
Right?
man, that's crazy.
It hurts me and my wallet. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to,
You trying to look out for the homie.
yeah, man.
He's gonna move out. He's gonna have a house.
98 cents of iceberg lettuce. You can't even
Not
tell
bad.
the difference from
Not
Chopped
bad.
salad.
We're
We're
that shit
making
into
chopped
Caesar.
salads. Yeah, exactly.
Get some croutons. Give me some tortillas. We'll fry those up, cut them up. Instead of tortilla chips, croutons.
But
South of the border.
Wait.
call it
okay,
a Southwest
all right.
salad.
And south. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. South. So that's the appetizer, baby. Right? Everyone's a little bit, feeling a little bit spicy from the indigenous rice and feeling a little bit green and healthy from the salad. Right?
Yeah.
Now we bring in the meal. Right? So what's a good plentiful meal for everybody to eat? Spaghetti. No plates. No forks. Nothing. We get a bunch of plastic shit to put over the table. Dump spaghetti.
Dump spaghetti on the table
Oh, you get penne. You get penne pasta.
during
Chicken
COVID
Alfredo.
season.
Well, and if they cook the pasta, they'll kill the COVID.
I don't think that's how it works.
If you cook something to a certain degrees, the bacteria dies. So
Yeah,
they'll be the spaghetti will be COVID.
Pretty sure that's what Fauci said.
Yeah, you said it. I'm pretty sure over 400 degrees still doesn't kill the spaghetti COVID.
And I'm pretty sure that the fucking spaghetti stays for 400 degrees for all of like 2 seconds.
When are they supposed to make the spaghetti? Is this?
Well, it's pasta, so like, oh my god, that's beautiful, Luis. I got to give you points for this. To make this more ethnic, more authentic to your people, we get a big cauldron pot, put it in the middle, pasta, right there.
BYO pasta? Every table gets a cauldron, and then they have like it's a
No.
Like it's a
soup
Korean
kitchen.
barbecue.
It's like a soup kitchen. There's one big cauldron.
That makes it worse.
All the
Oh, wow.
all the sad little peasants come around through the line.
I think that's
begging
what
for
they
bread and
do
pasta.
in like big like desi weddings. Is like the bride and the groom serve food to the people, but this could be you serving soup, or I guess in this interpretation, spaghetti.
Fair?
That sounds like a
Alright.
lovely time.
All right.
And then we transition to a light hearty pot pie.
Which we're still.
So like double dinner.
yeah, exactly. If you weren't filled with spaghetti, then you had to make yourself.
The pot pie is gonna get you.
The pot pie is coming.
I feel like we're underselling the spaghetti here. There's of course there's gonna be mascarpone in the spaghetti. You know what mascarpone is? The MVP of dairy.
Damn.
What'd you
Come
call
on
me?
now. Mascarpone? Come on now. That's the
Ay,
MVP.
marón.
And that'll be it. No dessert. The dessert is the pie. What more do you want?
We're leaning
Fair.
heavy on the pie.
Fair. All right. I'm not gonna give it away to Luis before I hear him, but I'm leaning that way already.
What are some pros and cons? What do you mean? We're gonna
Yeah,
hear Luis out.
let's hear your judgment of his menu.
All right. So let's go. Start with the soup. I would fuck with a soup like that.
Wild rice.
Let's start with the salad. I would be okay with a salad like that, but I would be unenthused.
With fried tacos?
Especially,
Like-
keep in mind.
and
we're
you didn't
frying-
even mention like any sort of like protein on that at all.
All the protein's going into the pie.
And you didn't mention any sort of protein in the pasta either.
Doggy.
It's getting mascarpone. What are you worried about? There's plenty of protein in that.
So I those are two worries right there. And also the dessert. It's dinner. A second round. So how the fuck am I gonna judge that shit?
You know what, man? I don't appreciate you throwing your brown privilege at you.
If you weren't sold on the pie beforehand, it's gonna be. It's following spaghetti.
So all right,
Good
Luis,
spaghetti.
you got some not so strong competition, I guess.
All right, man. All right.
Wait a minute now.
So for my menu, I'm taking care of it personally. I demand to be in the kitchen while they're prepping this. I am going to warn you, it is going to be roughly $120 a person. This does not include the cake. The cake is its own thing. And the cake has to be also handmade, like fresh, because it is going to get red bean paste. And those got to be soaked. They got to be washed. They got to be smashed. So I am warning you, $120 a person. Which, how many people are you having at your wedding?
300.
So it's going to be, hey, bro, do you want these people to be happy or what?
All right, go off, I
All
guess.
So again, I'm taking care of it personally. Everyone is going to receive a fresh green mix, which we got to start planting now so that it's fully grown by August. I just want to specify that we're going to have fresh organic green, so we got to find a farm somewhere that's currently plotting the land, and we got to get that
some.
fresh. All right, we're going to have to convert your
quite the
backyard into a
gardener.
farm.
Farm to table. I like that.
We're going to have
I
mixed
already
greens.
have a few plots we can
Yeah,
plant.
so we're going to have mixed greens. It's going to be a Greek-style salad. We're going to have feta because it's the closest thing that Mexican people are accustomed to queso fresco. So you're going to have feta. We're going to have pitted olives. They got to be pitted by hand. And we're also going to have a light rosemary olive oil with heavy, and I did write this down, heavy pepper. That's going to be the salad.
Okay.
After that, we're going to have a bruschetta, because who doesn't like bruschetta? It's like the Italian pico de gallo.
Yeah.
We're going to have a wood cherry burnt ciabatta bread that is freshly sliced and grilled the day of, and I mean like 30
That sounds
minutes before they
delicious.
serve.
Get that extra crunch.
I love me some ciabatta bread like that.
On the bread itself, we're going to spread some burrata mozzarella.
Ooh.
We're going to have prosciutto, some cherry tomato sauce and a pomodoro red sauce, some basil, and a balsamic vinaigrette. Each person will receive 2,
All right.
minimum. If they want more, make sure the kids only eat 1. You might have a couple kids' tables just to make sure we have enough bruschetta going around. After that, the entree will be a braised lamb. Again, very heavy in pepper. This is going to be braised in root vegetables, including carrots, celery. We're going to have a red wine. We're going to have tomato paste. And we're going to have garlic and onions.
Wow.
We'll be making a saffron risotto. Risotto's phenomenal. We're going to put that on the dish. We're going to create a small little bathtub for it.
Okay.
So we're going to hollow out the center. It's going to be risotto. The plates also have to be flown in. So normally the dinner is only about $100, but each person's going to receive a different plate. It's going to be $20.
It's an experience.
It's the experience, man. Do you want these people to enjoy their fucking wedding or not? All right. So the plate itself is going to be almost like a sombrero flipped upside down, and on the edges it's going to have a sombrero design, so they can take it home with them. And you don't want to have these like lazy centerpieces that people take home. They're actually going to be able to take the bowl themselves. It's going to be handcrafted. It's going to look like a sombrero
By
once
indigenous
again.
people
By
in
indigenous
Puebla.
people, exactly,
Yep.
bro. We're gonna. It's like a peso per hour, bro. They'll be fine. Don't worry about charging them or anything. It's gonna be a sombrero when they flip it upside down. It's gonna be black.
When you get it, it says made in China.
It's gonna be made in. It's gonna say made in Puebla. It's gonna be black on the bottom. It's gonna be a bull saffron. We're gonna have a lamb. Then we're gonna pour some of that juice that it sits in over the top. And
Okay.
then obviously for dinner we're gonna have that very special cake that we made.
All right, fair.
And I am gonna actually
What are you gonna do for dessert?
No,
The-
he said the cake.
Oh,
The cake.
what are
All
you
right.
gonna do for dinner?
Before I give you guys my final thoughts, do you guys let's
Risotto?
have you guys give your thoughts on a bachelor party, and we'll start with you, Luis.
you don't want to give that round points.
What's your input on this?
Yeah, what's your input on his and mine? Give your input on
Fine.
Phil's.
Fine. All right, Phil. Let's see. I already started. I broke down your salad, your soup,
It's not gonna be $4,000.
spaghetti.
I'll tell you that.
all that shit. I'll tell you. I guess I wouldn't run away from that menu, but I wouldn't be enthused with it.
Family style, baby.
I wouldn't be enthused with it. I feel like I had ordered it from like Pizza Hut or some shit.
No, I hear you loud and clear, but how about this? Imagine the extra $4,000 you'd be enthused to use on your honeymoon, as opposed on the wedding.
Fair argument.
I also have a rough calculation of the numbers that would cost you my services.
How much?
We're talking about $40,000.
$40,000 for the food alone?
Well, yeah, but you'd also get me cooking in the kitchen the whole time.
Continuous work.
All right, I think I'm going with Phil. I don't know.
So that's one person less to eat.
Yeah, I mean, for $40,000.
Dude, you're getting, and everybody's walking home away with a plate that has your name and date of wedding on it.
That's not too shy of the actual number. It's gonna like
I mean, come
the
on.
average
I know
wedding
the
is
total
like
would be
20,
that, but
30.
the total wouldn't be $40,000 for food. You know?
What do you mean,
You know how
dude?
difficult it is to make a risotto? You ever seen
Bro,
Hell's
we're,
Kitchen?
we're making saffron
Yo,
risotto.
Let me give you guys my thoughts on
And we're braising
Luis's
lamb the
menu
day
as
of.
well. As far as the appetizers, you talked about the bruschetta. The
Mixed green salad.
the what salad?
The mixed green.
That's right. That we plant ourselves. I love those two. I actually loved the burrata as well. That's a cool idea. You know, thumbs up to all of those. We get to, what were your other plates? After that,
Well,
it was a protein, right?
Yeah, it was the
dish.
lamb.
That's where you lost me. Well, I'm a lamb fan. I know that a shit ton of people are not, and like knowing like
Was this their wedding or your wedding?
it's
Yeah.
my wedding, but I also don't want people to throw away dishes like that. Like I would feel bad if like even like 10% of like the lambs got scraped off and the whole thing was right there. Like, cause I know like how much love goes into that shit, and I know how expensive it is. And
Did I mention we're braising it the day of?
I know, but I didn't like that you didn't mention an alternative. If perhaps you had mentioned an
There's
alternative,
bread that they just baked like
like
30
There's
minutes
this
an
before.
or that.
Ciabatta bread.
I'm just saying. It's not a protein that is very friendly to all people.
Luis, do you feel that shaking on the ground? I think there's a groomzilla walking by. I think that's coming by. My water.
I would highly disagree with
My
that.
water's moving. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your spaghetti wedding then.
Yes.
All right. What's the next?
All right, tell me what
Bachelor
you guys
party.
think you guys would do as far as a bachelor party.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll make mine really quick because you know what,
No,
bachelor party.
let's have Luis go first.
Okay.
All right. So mine is a lot. It's a lot to take in. So just
All right,
strap
I'm
in.
ready.
What's the best part of the wedding?
So
Just to
your
hang out with
wedding
the bros.
is in August,
Yes.
right? So August 2022, the year is right.
Yes.
In 2 years, we will have a next election. So this is going to be a little intricate, but I think we can make it work. We got to start planting Russian spies now on Facebook, spreading hate messages between QAnon groups, Antifa groups, white supremacists, as well as BLM groups.
We can do that on Getter.
We're going to do that on Getter. We're going to then converge on a meeting at the Capitol on, if your wedding is August 8th, 5th, the weekend before, so the last week of January, or July?
Yeah.
So the last week of July, we're going to converge all these groups at the Capitol, right? We're going to fly out you, all your best mans, or whatever you want to call them. When this group all meet together and they start fighting and we start a civil war, we're going to sneak into the Capitol Hill and we're going to steal the Declaration of Independence. We are then going to find the treasure that's behind the Declaration of Independence.
Question: does Nicolas Cage join you before or
No.
after?
Who is that?
Nicolas Cage?
I'm not familiar with him.
Ghost Rider.
Not familiar
You
with
may
him.
be familiar with his most iconic movie,
Yeah.
Not
Ghost
familiar with him at
Rider.
Or
all.
plenty of Russian films.
Not familiar with him at all.
From Russia with Love.
Yes.
Not familiar with him.
No. National Treasure. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. No.
But I like where your
Yeah,
bachelor
go
party's
on, though.
going with.
Yeah, so then we're going to steal the Declaration of Independence. We're going to party our balls off while we're going through all these different monuments collecting treasure.
Or
Not-
we might end up in Guantanamo.
But if we do, I mean, that's kind of a good way to go out, isn't it?
Yeah, you know,
I like that.
getting tortured.
I'm a man of history, so knowing that we're gonna go hit every special like monument.
Dude, we're gonna go to every monument to collect more treasure, and
Mm-hmm.
then you're not even gonna be worried about my $40,000 dinner. You're gonna be like, dude, that's a fucking pittance.
It's all about the experience.
Exactly, and you know what? Even if we don't find treasure, it's the friends we make along the way.
I like that. When was the last time you've been to DC?
Have
I
you ever
think
been
you
to
just told
Been,
me.
actually.
Well, what a fucking good way to go.
Never been.
We're going to have to, wear face mask and gas mask protection and, obviously armor because we're going to get hit by gas bullets because obviously as we're trying to sneak into the Capitol, there's going to be Antifa, QAnon, and all these other groups starting a civil war across the country.
Do not bring Hawaiian T-shirts because you'll be mistaken for electric boogaloo, and they will.
Yeah, we got to make sure we're wearing like black face mask, everything. That's my bachelor party idea.
That sounds like a fucking exhilarating, thrilling afternoon.
Sounds like guys having fun.
Yeah, it's a couple of boys
Boys
being
will
boys.
be boys, you know.
Exactly.
I like that.
I
like
had
that.
my statement.
And
That's
I mean, I
hard.
like that. I like that you thought about how we can try to improve the country while having fun in a bachelor party.
I thought you wanted me to
So,
plan the bachelor party, not improve the country.
My man, I'm trying to give you props. You're doing both. Two birds, one stone.
Exactly.
You're over here trying to save America from imploding, you know, all while starting a civil war and
Goddamn.
throwing a bachelor party.
I hate to
Not
say
bad.
my opinion after that because
Not
compared
bad.
to yours, mine's very selfish.
All right, let's hear yours.
All right, Felonious.
See, like you're over here trying to incorporate the outside world and make it a whole beautiful journey, right? But I say the opposite.
Okay.
We get a squad of the bros, of the dogs, right?
The boys.
The boys. We go out. We rent a little cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Do a bunch of drugs. What's the best part? What's the best part? What's so special about this, Phil? Versus a bunch of dudes hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Well, after that, we go shoplift together. We go out, different city. Nobody knows us. We hit up local mom and pop shops. Instead of shoplifting like valuable stuff, we'll shoplift like, knickknacks here and there. And then in return, hear me out.
Pictures of passed away loved ones that they can never replicate.
I guess we could steal that. Shout out John Mulaney. But what we could do, we leave wedding invitations to the places that we robbed so they can be part of that. And as a wedding raffle, hear me out. As a wedding raffle, you get wedding games and shit like that, right? Now you got more people showing up to your wedding.
More wedding gifts.
More wedding gifts. Plus, you have the experience and the memory that you can always tell your children that you robbed with your best friends.
I would like
thrilling
to
is that?
retract my earlier statement because I would like to join Phil's
Hell
bachelor
yeah.
party.
Think about it. Coachella coming up. Couchella. Drugs. Stolen cheese. Stolen beef jerky.
You're a fucking weirdo. Why would that be a great time?
When was the last time you had free beef jerky?
You can just fucking pay for it. Beef jerky's not that amazing.
It's only amazing if you cut the middleman out and you don't pay Uncle Sam.
I gotta agree. I do love stealing. I am a klepto.
And what better way to wash yourself of your previous sins and get it all out of your system one more time?
Kind of
Yeah.
like The Purge.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I kind of like Phil's idea, to be honest.
People, we should have a purge weekend.
That's basically what you're
We'll
proposing right now.
do everything besides
Basically what we proposed.
infidelity.
Yeah. I'm not, we're not these.
I'm a stripper guy.
Exactly. We're not these guys that are going to take you to a strip club and be like, let's get this guy laid before his wedding. No, I want us to experience the world together.
No.
I don't want us to get all weird and like get boners around each other and we're uncomfortable and we're like, am I going to come in front of my friends because this stripper is running her leg against me? That's not what I'm trying to do.
See, I can't, like, I've only been to a strip club once, and the only time I ever been there, it's like, I keep thinking in my head, like, how do I get you out of here? You poor damaged girl.
How do I rescue you?
They're willingly there, I get it.
Oh,
It's
my
beautiful,
goodness.
but, like, God.
That's what you're
You can-
thinking?
you can- can go to college.
You're too cute for this place. Let me rescue you,
You're the reason they make so much money.
Yeah, honestly, this white knight over here.
Yeah, this fucking savior, this knight in shining armor coming in, trying to save her day. Meanwhile, you don't know fucking.
Meanwhile, she has an OnlyFans making
Yeah.
$10,000 a month.
Exactly. Meanwhile, horchata on the dance floor is fucking killing it.
You know how to code horchata? You ever try Cody?
She's retiring at 32.
Yeah, bro. She's making more money than all of us combined in the room.
And God bless them, but I don't want any part of them, right? I don't want any part of that. What we're going to do, just good old fun shenanigans. Maybe
Yeah.
not rioting and storming the Capitol.
With those two,
That
I
sounds
think
really
I'd
fun.
rather go with National Treasure
National Treasure?
over Kleptomania Night. Kleptomania meets the Purge.
Oh my goodness.
I think I would go with National Treasure. At least that way,
Okay.
you have the small chance of becoming a martyr. Yeah,
Exactly.
The small chance
I like
of
that.
ending up in Guantanamo, and people finding
Telling a good story.
pictures of you getting tortured like 10
Yeah,
years later.
exactly.
You'll have great pictures.
Look how the
Mugshots.
CIA. Yeah, look how CIA
WikiLeaks
trained.
is gonna leak our pictures.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, look how the CIA trained another country how to torture, and they're gonna have pictures of us hanging upside down with them splashing coffee on us.
Cattle prodders.
The last topic, right? We have one more to go.
No, I think that was it.
Wedding
Hey,
entrances,
think
because
that's
I
what
planned
the
one
big-
wedding
big
entrance
wedding
also.
dance,
Bet,
right?
fine. How about let's just open it up to general wedding topics? You can give
right.
an entrance or
Okay.
any other idea you might have.
Phil, you want to take the wedding entrance first?
You know what? It's cliche to say Disney and all that stuff. You know, presidents, and it's all very tacky. But one thing that doesn't get touched on, well, that's a poor choice of words. I was gonna say music. I think you should have more of a rhythmic wedding. Your dance, you come out with bongos, right? You come out,
He comes out with bongos.
yeah.
Everyone knows, like, me and Alo are famously known for our African lineage.
That is true.
We got rhythm. Come on now. But if I'm correct, wedding themes and wedding entrances are like The Office, where they get married. They dance to the
Forever.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
But so you know, some music incorporated and part of that, but you're the music. Right? You
Someone be out there like High School Musical type shit.
well, I mean, if you want, we can Bon Jovi it, right? So like it's a High School Musical, but we're in there getting in there, you know what I mean? Right?
No, what do
you
you
clapped
mean?
3
People are gonna be
times.
clapping
And then you
along.
said, "Get it in."
You know what I mean, man?
Like, no, we don't know what you mean.
The fuck do you mean?
Well, I'm not that rhythmic, okay?
I could tell.
You're like, I just want to say the word rhythm and hope you went along with it.
You clapped 3 times. By the way, not on rhythm. They were all different seconds in between each one.
You make the rhythm, you make the vibes, you know what I mean? You guys go through your
Let me keep saying
circadian.
you know what I mean. You'll eventually know what I mean.
I don't think any of us know what you mean at the moment.
It incorporates you, your loved ones, and your fiance.
Okay.
Conga line.
All right.
Conga
Okay.
line?
Okay.
Alright.
Not very strong, but
Okay.
all right. Luis, go on. Present
All
your
right.
case.
So, wedding entrance / ceremony is what I'm planning. So you come in a blacked out Cadillac Escalade. Everybody comes in like a limousine, and they're like, people are throwing rice at them, but I don't think people throw rice anymore because it actually affects the birds in the local area because they eat the rice and then they choke and die.
Oh, okay.
So
I
we'll be
didn't fucking know that
we'll be
shit.
throwing cooked rice at
You
you
just
guys.
saved a few birds because I was definitely gonna try that.
We'll actually be throwing cooked rice at you guys,
Yeah.
so that make sure that when the birds eat it, they can digest it.
Yeah.
What about popcorn? Can birds eat popcorn?
I don't think they could eat anything that big, Papa.
Oh.
That's
think
true. It probably gets stuck.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're killed. So we'll be throwing cooked rice at you guys. You guys go in. You guys have a lovely ceremony, very like traditional. You know, Phil and I will take turns walking you down the aisle, just so, just so that each of us get a fair turn. So he walks you down, then you got to walk back, and then I walk you down. Just to make sure.
And
Like, hey, we both got to
you'll
run.
get your steps in?
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
get your steps in, dude. You're getting married. You're gonna get fat after that, so we got to make sure you get your steps in now. So after that, you have a lovely ceremony, very Catholic, very traditional, on your knees. Then like, all
I
right,
say 5 Hail Marys.
this is where I step in. Then when the father pastor says, before these people from the same village get married, which is definitely not incest by any means, does anyone have any objections? And then
This is where a
For the
SWAT
record,
team.
we are not from the same fucking village.
This is where a SWAT team storms in. He's like, does anyone have any objections? A SWAT team storms in. They're, everybody on the fucking ground. This guy's wanted for murder. He stole the Declaration of Independence. Everybody on the fucking ground. People are scared. People are panicking. They hit the deck. They get folded like chairs. Everybody's on the ground. They put a hood over Juan. They put a hood over all the bachelors. Phil, me, and then anybody else you invite. They put us fucking in the back of cars. This is where there's a twist. They're not an actual SWAT team. A second bachelor party. This is where we go out. We hit Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. Then we have a traditional fucking bachelor party. We're gonna blow all of our money, our life savings. We're gonna put sports parlays. We're gonna throw it on the casino tables.
He's married then. He can throw his wife's savings too.
Exactly.
Bet.
Beautiful.
Exactly. And then people are gonna be calling us. They're gonna be, what the fuck happened? They're in jail. What happened? We're gonna
Try horse racing
Yeah,
for
we're
the
gonna
first time.
punch each other in the face every night to make sure we have bruises up. And then we're just one day gonna call them and we're like, oh, we're in fucking O'Hare Airport. They dropped us off here, but we took a flight. We're just gonna rip up the receipts. We're gonna have to print everything out. That's the problem. No, like online. Everything's got to be paid in cash. No online transactions.
I'll come back with an eye patch. Call me Phil Crenshaw.
Exactly. And,
I like that.
And then we bring back. Then we have another. We're gonna have another ceremony. The dinner's gonna be obviously postponed for a week, but then you'll get a proper ceremony.
My guests won't mind coming back.
Well, they're gonna think that we're in jail because we stole the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they'll think.
I think they'll understand exactly.
Yeah,
They'll
they'll
like,
definitely wanna
holy
come back to
shit,
that.
what happened?
And it seems like something we told him not to go to Washington.
Yeah.
We told him not to
We
do it.
told them not to get involved with
Exactly.
those extremists.
Then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna be, oh my god, they're gonna be pissed off because we stole the Declaration of Independence in the first place.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna come back. And be, they hurt us, they tortured us. We had to say everything. And there's gonna be like video security cameras of us fucking throwing money at people,
Phil lost his eye. And it'll be a camera of like me trying to like
trying to rip it out yourself.
how much for this?
Any obligations to that idea?
Out of both of those ideas, I think I strongly go with Luis's idea.
Ooh. I think that means I take
Dude,
it.
that means
Is that a
that's
clean-
a
is it
win.
clean
That's
swipe?
a clean.
No,
that's a clean
it's a
sweep.
3-1.
I was gonna say I got the spaghetti.
You got the spaghetti.
I got the
I guess
spaghetti.
you got the spaghetti. Yeah.
You managed to get the spaghetti in there. Hey, you're infamous for your spaghetti. So,
Hey, I'll save you the money.
all right, fair enough.
But that
fair
sounds
enough.
like a baller bachelor party.
And you'd be involved. So why wouldn't you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
So all in all, I mean that's not a
If
bad
we
idea.
don't end up in Guantanamo, that would be a cool bachelor party.
You can make your money back.
We might end up in Guantanamo actually. So
We might, yeah.
Overall,
They'll probably change our name to Muhammad.
I mean, with or without independence, it's just us being brown, walking around
for
DC.
sure. Yeah, you look pretty. not Mexican. You look like.
Oh, yeah.
You could be like the national
Both
representative.
of you guys
to,
actually.
like-
You guys could both pass as not from here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty funny. I did some traveling out in Asia, right? Some volunteer teaching, and I did get mistaken for Pakistani and
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. That's great.
There's it's very heavily not populated, but a lot of Christian missionaries are there. So I've had countless dudes coming up to me like, "Hey man, salam alaikum," or
Assalamu alaikum.
"Assalamu alaikum," and all this stuff. And
What does that mean?
What'd you call it?
It's like the
Hello?
Muslim way of saying hi. Very it's like, hey,
I thought you
but
just said it
in
was very
Arab.
Christian or whatever.
No, Christian
Well,
people were.
Yeah, to me, because they figured that out. Like, oh, hey, how's it going? You ever
Oh,
heard of
because
Christianity?
your
Yeah.
ass looks like.
Yeah,
They were
they're trying to convert him.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, see what I mean?
Okay.
Damn.
On that note, religion.
No, we're not going down this rabbit hole again. We're going to end the episode now. We're going to end the episode now. Everybody, thank you so much for
joining us,
listening
everyone.
on another fantastic episode. Thank you for listening, and we will see you
Enjoy
all
the rest of your week, everyone.
next
Beautiful
week.
people.